What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Lysha Maurice, and welcome to the Wrasslin room. I have my wonderful co-host with me here, and you are.
My name is Laf. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to talk about some wrestling and things of that nature.
This man really just yelled that you was John Cena in my fucking
I
ear.
almost said it. I didn't complete it though. I
Oh
almost said it.
my god.
I almost said it. I thought about it before I said it. I was like, I mean, I like that one.
Um, correct. Uh, so we missed last week, and not I wouldn't say like too much happened last week in wrestling. This week is
What I can think of.
This week
I
is
mean,
where, we got shit to talk about. So, um,
Battlegrounds tonight, so that's good too.
that is true. Um, and NXT is doing the stuff in Vegas.
Lit, man. Yo, if Lola Vice doesn't knock Shayna's freaking head off, I'm canceling my Peacock subscription.
You're not doing that behind that. That's not.
What you mean?
You're not gonna cancel your Peacock subscription if
If
Lola
if
Vice
Lola
loses.
Vice loses, nah, I might get mad. If Lola Vice and Jada Parker lose, I might get mad. I might get mad. Everything else, oh, Trick can't lose either.
Oh, I don't think Trick is going to lose. I just think they didn't have anybody for him to like go up against, so they were just like, all right, we just signed this man, so let's just like put him there.
He's good too. So I mean, I don't know how much of his charisma they're gonna show because in AEW he was just sitting there just looking. So I mean, I don't know, but I trust Strong with creative a lot more than I trust Triple H at this moment right now. So you know what I'm saying. But
Um,
the show itself is gonna be great. Besides, I don't give a damn about the tag team match. I ain't gonna lie. I don't care what Nathan and Axiom are doing with freaking um what's the dude's name? Gallows
Yoshi.
and yeah. Fucking Carl. I don't care. I do not care.
Um, I only give a fuck about one match tonight, honestly, truthfully, and that is the ladder match for the women's North American Championship. Um, we talked about on the last episode that we were present when this belt was announced, and that was damn near at this point, what, 2 months ago, when they're just now
Hmm.
having the match for it. So I'm super excited for that. I am Team Lash Legend on this one. I just want that woman to win. You know, she's very talented, and Jakara, if you do some bullshit, when I catch you, that orange wig is mine. Um,
Why would you say that to her? Why?
what do you mean?
Why?
What did I say?
You just said the orange wig is yours. You gonna take her wig?
She has more. She'll be fine.
Nah,
Um,
man.
I
Flash is my second pick to win. I'll be very. I don't know.
listen. Long as Fallon Henley doesn't win, I just need
Yeah.
the first North American women's champion to be black. That's it. Even if you just got like a quarter little drip drop in you, like Soul, you know. I just need my representation with the belt right now.
We'll do
Um,
a snow snatcher off the ladder. That shit gonna be. Oh man.
that's gonna be disgusting, and God bless whoever catches that.
Oh man. It's gonna be Fallon. Mm-hmm.
That's not a bad idea.
It's gonna be Fallon. No, Kaylani is very good at selling her very early too. So I think she'll do a great job. But then whoever take that move, they can't get up from for the rest of the match. But whoever take that, they can't win at that point. Cause like, nah, you got to be out. So might be out too, but whoever get that move, you got to be out for the rest of the match. So
Yeah, you have
hopefully,
to hold
Lash
your
or Jada
head in
don't get it.
pain.
Hopefully, Lash and Jada don't catch that one. But I don't know. And there's someone else in it. No, Lash, Jada.
Michin.
That's it. She was slipping and sliding on Coca Cola with Nia Jax on SmackDown, so I don't know what she had going on.
I watched that clip back. I'm glad you
Yeah.
brought that up. I watched that clip back and I watched her grab that cup. I don't see how the man that was sitting there with his expensive MacBook didn't see her grab the cup.
Hmm.
But I saw her grab the cup. And it was very, very suspect. Like, she, like, glanced over at it and then picked it up and then just chucked it. Like, she was anticipating Nia to say some fuck shit for her to clap her up. But
Oh, the and ice.
we'll talk about SmackDown in a second. Monday Night Raw.
I don't
There's
know what I forget.
there's two things from Raw that I would like to discuss. Liv Morgan and Jey Uso. Those are the only two things I give a fuck about that came out
Oh,
Monday. I think they're having her go down like the single white female route with Dom. It's kind of scary, but it's kind of cool at the same time. He's not really backing down from it. He's showing it like in public, but I don't think that like Dom's like not, giving in behind the scenes. Because we definitely saw them coming out of the same room at one point in time. There was no reason for those two to be in a room with doors locked at any moment in time. So, yeah. Finn to the rescue was also very strange. I didn't like that. Because him and Liv have a past, so I don't understand why he would be the one to, try and, like, stop this from happening, I guess.
who else was it gonna be? JD big head ass.
I mean, yeah, I feel like he's closer to Dom. They were a tag team.
JD ever walked up to me and said, "Hey, get away from that woman. He's trying to seduce you." Hey, JD, get your nut ass get away from me, man. Damien could have walked. What? No, I don't want Damien to be a part of any of this love triangle shit.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Because he shouldn't care. He really shouldn't. But they ain't doing much with him anyway. So I mean, he if he came up, I don't know. I don't know what they planning, and that kind of scares me.
Oh, him and McIntyre have a match. What is that, next weekend? This
Mm-hmm.
weekend? Saturday.
Next weekend, I think.
Saturday?
But yeah, Saturday. Yeah. I don't care about that match at
And
all.
there's only 3 matches announced for something that's Saturday. Like,
They're gonna rush it on Monday.
Yeah, they are. They 100% are.
They're gonna finish that.
Money in the Bank is being talked about now. Thank fucking God. And with Money in the Bank being talked about, with it being next month, Main Event Jey Uso came out on Monday nights and said he is going to climb to the top of the ladder and pull that case down. And then proceeded to get on Instagram and be like, Yeet in the Bank or Money in the Yeet. And I don't like either of those, so we're not going to do those. But depending on who else they put in the match, I do think that their plan for this entire time with him just constantly losing is for him to become Mr. Money in the Bank. I could be delusional, but, either way.
I don't think that man's winning a world title anytime soon. I would love for him to, but I think the picture is very convoluted right now, and he is just not a part of it. I think if he does come to the top of the ladder, someone's gonna knock him off the top of that ladder. That's just the way I see it. I think that world title scene goes between Gunther, Drew, Rollins when he comes back, and Punk, and Damian. And those last two, I hate them both. So I mean, I don't know, but I think their end game is Gunther, and then just he doesn't lose for a very long time. Whether he beats Damian or beats Drew or beats them both at the exact same time, it doesn't matter. Um, that's the world title scene going in for the next, I want to say, at least year and a half. Because whenever Gunther gets that belt, he ain't going nowhere. So I don't think Jay falls into that. If anything, he'll be somewhere involved. At some point, he's gonna be back on SmackDown anyway,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just gonna have him running around with whenever Roman comes back, and then they're gonna do that thing. But I don't think we're gonna see Jay have a belt. Part of me wants to think ever, but I don't want it to be ever. It's just not right now. I don't think they're trying to do that. I think they have everything set up for these next big shows, and I don't think Jay's a part of that as far as championships go. I could be wrong, but
I think that. So my thought process is a little wonky with this because Gunther was the first to declare for King and Queen of the Ring, right?
mm-hmm,
And then he ended up winning. So
mm-hmm.
my brain instantly went to, well, Jay declared, so why not? You know?
Fair point.
Though that's not logical, it could be, same thing for Naomi. She also said that she wants to focus on Money in the Bank. Now, she's always been my choice to win Money in the Bank since she came back.
Mm.
But there's also other people that we could possibly see in that match, like Chelsea Green or Tiffany, um, to get to the top and do what they got to do for that. But as far as Jay goes, I don't think that they would dupe him again. And I said this on TikTok. If they were to dupe him again like that, I think the internet would turn up again like they did like for Cody. Because I know the internet is tired of seeing Jay get to these points and then just like failing miserably. And it's kind of annoying to watch because it's just like, are y'all trying to prove that he needs his brother, or like what is the purpose, the sole purpose of this? Because I'm still not understanding like the, the purpose at this point. I figured out, you know, Jimmy's reasoning behind what he did, and we'll talk about that in a second. But as far as like what they're doing with Jay, I just don't know anymore, and it would be like, it would be kind of dumb to like dupe him again, especially because like at this point he's literally the biggest superstar at the moment. It's just he doesn't have a belt, which is crazy. They would sell a lot more belts if Jay Uso had a belt. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. There's if he does end up winning a championship, it's never a bad thing, you know. Um, but at the same, I don't think he would get the same "We Want Cody" hashtag, only for the one reason of I do believe Cody has a lot more. I say Jay has a lot more detractors than Cody does. Cody has a lot of people that hate him, absolutely. But I think Jay has a lot more just off of the WrestleMania match. Um, Being that some people, including myself, expected a lot more from the match as far as quality goes. As far as storytelling goes, cool. As far as a match quality goes, it takes away from how great that WrestleMania was, um, and how great the history of brother versus brother matches have been. Um, so I think people see what Jay is right now, and he can be over all he wants. He's kind of, to me, partially in the LA Knight kind of position, because LA Knight deserves a belt too. Now he's in a much better position because it looks like he's going to be going against Logan Paul at some point, probably SummerSlam. But Jay is floating, and I think that's one of the things that I tried to warn people about post Bloodline. I was like, after all this stuff is over, after all the Roman and all the record breaking tag team stuff is over, the Bloodline's going to have to move away from the championships for a while. Now, I don't know anyone who's expecting Jay to become as over as he is now. I think that's just a happy accident, you know. But you You have someone who was tag team champion for, they were the longest, I think, after they beat New Day or something like that. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. Um, I think Triple H is putting them on a break as far as championships go. At least the three of Roman, Jimmy, and Jay. Um, and I think he's like, all right, well, I'm gonna put these belts on other people who aren't the bloodline, and see what other people can do. That's why I think Jay is completely separate from this. Would I love if he won? Absolutely. Um, but if they're going to go for a title, he has to go for a mid card championship first, in only the benefit of him. Because the main reason why people started booing Roman so early is because he just jumped into the world title scene, and some people felt like he didn't deserve it.
Can
You
you
know,
imagine Jay cashing in on Sammy?
that would be hilarious. I would love that. That's the thing. I feel like we have to worry about what happens afterwards. Like that moment will be cool. All right, then what? You know, I think that'll be going against what they've been doing for the past 3 damn years. Though you would just be turning right back to fucking. I don't care what the tribal chief say as fucking that part of the
He
story.
said
But
that
I
shit in his
mean,
whole chest.
that was a great day.
He
That was
meant
a
that.
great day. That was great SmackDown television. I tell you, man. But it's just I don't want Jay to be put in a position where he has to succeed and then he fails while he has the belt, and then people are complaining again. Oh, why you do it like that? Because y'all were begging for him to become champion, and he wasn't ready for it. And being not ready for a championship does not mean you suck. It just means you're not ready yet. And I think that Jay is in that. Jay doesn't suck. Would I like for him to do more moves than a super kick? Oh, absolutely. But it's just I don't want them to go too far with Jay and then they mess it up and then Jay has to deal with the backlash. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So
But I think that that's already been done with the WrestleMania match.
what do you mean?
Like, the people have been talking like crazy about both Jimmy and Jay since the match at Mania. And Jay said it himself. He said that that was not a great match. They had more that they wanted to do, but their time was cut because the previous match went over.
Mm-hmm.
So that 11-minute match that we got was probably supposed to be like 15, 20. So they had to cut a lot of the match out.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
that put a lot of doubt into people's minds, and everyone's just like, you know, they've talked crazy about them since, and I've watched that online. I'm just like, but y'all know what the Usos can do. We've seen it for years, and that one match shouldn't have been a representation of their move sets because we know that they have more in their arsenal. It's just they haven't pulled it out in years. That now we're at this point where people are just like, oh, they're just super kickers.
that's the thing. I think again that goes into Triple H's booking too because you put this on WrestleMania. So WrestleMania means this is the best of the year. So if this, I would tell you, if this match happened on like a main event of a Raw or something, it wouldn't be as talked about. The reason why this match is talked about is because it was built up to a point where, again, I don't think the build was the best it could have been. But you're here at WrestleMania, a lot of people are going to expect this match to not be perfect. Some people may expect that, but you're going to at least have it on the level of other WrestleMania brother versus brother matches. And there's been a few. There's been quite a few. Some have been great, some have not been great. But it's like now when you put something at WrestleMania, all of the focus is on that. And if you don't deliver, then that's all people are going to remember. You know what I'm saying? That's always the way it's going as far as the way wrestling fans think. Do I agree with it all the time? Mm-mm. I do not. I think it's idiotic at some points. But that's the reality of it. That's just what it is. They had a match that, while it may have been cut for time, it wasn't good or let me not say it wasn't good. It just wasn't what people were expecting. It wasn't what I was expecting, you know. And I think that's just what happens. You know, you can't really fix it. There's not you can't go back. You know, and all you can do now is build it forward. So maybe they have another rematch, a rematch at some point, and then they have the time for it, and then they can completely erase the narrative of WrestleMania. Hopefully, you know. But it's just right now, the only thing that we've seen so far is Jay doing half of Roman's moves, Solo doing half of Roman's moves, and then super kicks. And Jimmy's been out for a while, so you kind of take him out of it. But it's recency stuff, you know. We all know Jimmy and Jay can wrestle, but I've always been a part of just liking them as a tag team. I think them as a tag team, perfection. Them as solo superstars, it's a hit or a miss sometimes. And I'm more so looking at Jimmy at that point. It's a hit or a miss sometimes. So it's not something they can't fix. You know, that's just what it is right now. It's not the end all be all. There's so much more things to do. But that's just what it is right now. So the only people who can fix it now are WWE and those two. And they'll figure it out. No doubt about it.
Well, since we're on the topic of Jim Uso, let's talk about Little Brother Solo.
Oh God.
So I don't. Last week on SmackDown, there was, what was this? They don't have a fucking name anymore. They're just a part of the bloodline. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa went against the Street Profits, right?
Yeah.
And then that wasn't a result of Tama's match with Dawkins for the qualification match for King and Queen of the Ring. They're still on Kevin Owens' dick for whatever ungodly goddamn reason. This week we have the official anointing of Tonga Loa, and I thought that moment would be the moment that Jimmy came back, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
And I panicked all of SmackDown, just thinking like maybe like at some point this man would pop up and just start knocking his brother upside the head. And then we would be getting weekly solo super kicks like we were getting around this time last year, which was fucking fun. Bring that shit back. So I say all of that to say during this ceremony, I guess, at the beginning of SmackDown, it was officially said that until Roman returns, Solo is in charge. Now, here's where I talk my shit. A bunch of people owe me an apology.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna sit up when I say this.
No.
A bunch of people owe me an apology because I've been saying this since April that Solo Sikoa is the tribal chief. I've been saying that since April. We are now in the second week of June. So 2 months I've been saying this, right? When Solo said to Paul, ever since Roman lost our title, y'all looked at him like he was crazy. No, that was a correct statement to make. Our title, meaning the Bloodline's title. Right? Alright, cool. Roman Reigns chose Solo Sikoa to be his heir back in December. He crowned him the tribal prince. Meaning that if anything happened to Roman, he was next in line. These are Roman's words. I did not make this up. So after Solo and Tama fucking destroyed Jimmy and fucking sent him off TV for the last 2 months. Solo has been in a suit. Very mob ties, gloves, all that good shit. With the little red accents. Little here and there, little sprinkle, little razzle dazzle, right?
Damn fool.
Yo, shut up.
Sorry.
It was officially said, right? Now, I made this video for my YouTube channel, but I took this particular clip and I put it onto TikTok. Remember last summer at SummerSlam? Because it always seems like Jimmy gets hurt and then he comes back and starts beating niggas' asses. He pulled Jay out of the ring. And then he kicked him in the face and he walked off. And then that next Friday, he came out and he said, I did that because I love you. I didn't want to lose you. I didn't want the Usos to end. And I didn't want you to become like Roman. He's manipulative. He's an asshole. He's disrespectful. Like, whatever power that he has being the tribal chief, I did not want you to have. For some reason, all of y'all forgot that promo, along with the promo of Solo being crowned the tribal prince. All of that shit goes together because everything that Jimmy said he didn't want Jay to become when becoming the tribal chief is what the fuck Solo is now. And all of that shit went over all of y'all heads. Just like the I'm your brother line went over all of y'all heads. I need an apology for me. I need an apology for Jimmy. And I need y'all to go get Jay Uso and tell him that his brother was not dead ass like playing in his face. Like he really meant that shit. Like he didn't want you to become some like egotistical maniac. Like everybody just need apologies across the fucking board. Cause look where we at now. According to Paul Heyman, them brothers is fucking criminals and they can't cross fucking country borders.
Thugs.
Hoodlums. Heathens. You know?
He's scared. He's a scared little man.
And they're punking him weekly on national TV. So what I want is my apologies in all my comment sections, because y'all played in my face for being right all this time. That's it. That's all. That whole right-hand man shit, throw that away. Y'all gave him the title of MFT. Tell us what the fuck that shit means first before y'all start talking about some fucking right-hand man. Don't piss me off. The right-hand man merch already exists, and on the back of it, it says Jey Uso. So, play with somebody the fuck else. Okay. I'm all for this transformation of the bloodline. It's very gang related. I can relate. So you know, it's not really anything out of the ordinary for a former hoodlum like myself. But y'all have to like really sit and pay attention to shit, because it feels like y'all are watching this show and y'all aren't digesting things the way that they're supposed to be digested, and then you're confused when the fucking light bulb finally goes off in your head and you're like, oh shit, that did happen. This is why I say I hate wrestling fans, because y'all actually don't pay attention to the shit that y'all watch. Y'all aren't actual critical thinkers, so.
No, they pay attention, but they do something called what's it called? Selective memory.
Fuck that.
They see it. They see it, but then they're like, no, I don't, and then they just pretend they don't see it. That's you know. Some of them are exactly what you said, just completely. There's no wheels turning in there, you know. But other people, they know what's happening, but to fit their narrative that they spew, they'll just say, You they'll see someone where they say and then they'll just run with that. Now you're sitting there arguing with someone that says You can't argue with someone that says You're arguing with a baby at that point. So
I
there's no.
I don't like any of that because as this portion of the story has been progressing, I've been making a video about it, and I've been working on this video for about 6 fucking months, and it's all based around Jimmy Uso. And to hear certain people validate me and be like, yo, you kind of been right this whole time, it feels good. But there's a lot more of you motherfuckers that need to give me my shit before I get angry. Because the next video ain't going to be as pretty as the last one was. Bitches.
Damn. All right.
But then, everything that happened on Friday led to a 6-man tag match. Which I'm going to be honest with you. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Until Solo went rogue and grabbed the chair. I guess that's a part of the whole losing has consequences thing. So if we get a DQ, it technically is not a loss.
I don't know. I was so happy he did it because WWE has completely destroyed 6-man tags. I don't give a damn every time I see a 6-man tag now. They destroyed it. They're on the border of destroying tag team matches for me. The 6-man tags are whack now. And it's because of Raw and SmackDown. Nut ass main event. I was pissed. I'm very happy Solo added some excitement in there because fuck.
Speaking of tag matches, did we say fuck the draft that fast? It's only been a month.
What you mean?
It's only been a month, and 2 tag teams from Raw showed up on SmackDown Friday.
What you talking about? Oh, you talking about the girls?
I was about to say, did you miss that?
You talking about the girls? Oh. Oh, yeah, okay. I see. Okay, now I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Wait, Island Albert on Raw, right?
Yes.
Okay.
They're also been on main event for like the last month since they don't really have shit for them to do. And I feel like they pushed those 2 into this storyline because that is their home country. When that could have just been a storyline without Shayna and Zoe.
Yeah. I forgot. I saw
Shayna, Zoe versus Jade and fucking and Bianca at another time at another pay-per-view. We didn't have to do that. We didn't have to do a triple tag match at Clash at the Castle. We didn't need that. I think that's really stupid. But
they better do it right. They better do it right.
They're not going to have one person from each team in the ring.
That's the way it's supposed to. Oh my God, that's the way they're supposed to do it. I hate when they do that shit.
Well, we'll see this.
And you're right. They're probably not going to do it the right way. But motherfucker. Bro, they've done it before. What sense do you have having a freaking multiple team fatal 4-way ass tag match? And then one person can tag in the other. Why would you tag in the other team? That doesn't even make logical sense. Put one person in the ring from each team. It's essentially a fatal 4-way now.
I understand where you're going with this, and I understand your frustration. However, that's not what's going to happen.
I turn that show on, and I see fucking Jade and Isla in the ring, and then Zoe and Shayna are just sit on the apron. I'm going to knock my monitor over. Because why do you keep disrespecting me? And they're not the only wrestling company that does this. A lot of them do it, but I've seen each one of these companies do it the right way. It'll be different if they've always done it this nut ass way. I've seen y'all do it the right way, and then I promise you, it'll do a service to these tag matches. We all know Jade and Bianca aren't losing until ever. It's done at this point. They're the last tag team champions. That's a spoiler. That's it. They are the last, unless the Tonga twins come in, and I don't know how that's gonna go. That's the only team that has a chance.
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah, damn right it does. That's why. But there's no they can't do nothing else unless Mercedes comes back and her and Bailey get in there, and they might get walked too. So hey, I don't care how many kind of combinations they want to do tag matches. Jade and Bianca are never losing those championships because Bianca is not getting pinned, and Jade, for a figgity fact, is not getting pinned. So
My bestie cut a good promo on Friday.
who Piper? She did a very good job.
I enjoyed that. And Brett say what? That was great. I loved that part.
Some people said what still? Like you idiots.
Cause like why the fuck are y'all whatting Piper? Like what is the fuck?
They won't stop.
Shit is nasty.
This the biggest epidemic in wrestling today. The what chant never stops. And it's like, bro, why y'all saying what? I know they're a heel, but damn, I would like to hear what she has to say right now. And it was a good promo.
That's just like when my stupid ass city decided that they were gonna what fucking Dakota on her birthday. I thought that was so disrespectful, and the fact that y'all had happy birthday Dakota signs while whatting her, because that made sense, right? Stupid fucks. Anyway, that's it. Just doesn't make any sense to me. We didn't talk about Sexy Red on NXT.
Oh yeah,
because that happened I believe the day the last episode came out. So yeah, we didn't get a chance.
I think so.
That. Yeah, we didn't get a chance to talk about that.
Do I say what I want to say, or do I say what?
I don't edit things, so I don't really care what you say.
Oh, all right, Sexy Red is going to help NXT outdraw Dynamite very quickly. Because Dynamite is falling and NXT is rising. And if they keep having rappers on there, the NXT versus Dynamite battle is happening again. But now it's not intentional because if we're really going in that route. And the reason why I'm only bringing that up is because unbeknownst to me, Tony Khan went on a Twitter rant the other day.
Oh.
Well, not really not really a rant. I'll say he dropped a few in there. And I'm not big ratings, man. I try not to be big ratings, man, because I remember the night of when NXT beat the AEW, when NXT called every Hall of Famer ever to come on the show and win. And I remember how the really heavy AEW fans were pissed at me, and I'm like, I didn't do it, you know. But I was I'm not even saying this to be like, oh, I'm like, oh, I saw it coming. These things have occurred. This has been going back and forth for a long time now, and Sexy Red is about to be a huge example in this because they have her on the show tonight as the host of Battleground. You had her on NXT, which helped the ratings, but even I'm gonna move her out the way for a second. NXT is about to take a big leap off of this TNA stuff too, because when I went and looked at like when the most people watched the show, it was when Jordynne Grace came out. Mm-hmm. So Sexy Red and Jordynne Grace are about to be two of the biggest instruments in NXT, blowing some of these shows out the water. Sexy Red is a mainstream rapper. You may not like her music. I'm not the biggest fan either, you know. I enjoy some of it. Some of it's very catchy. I do like that. I do like her theme song. That's just hard. You know, I see what Sexy Red is like. It's not that hard to see what she is, you know. But one thing, she is smart. And Shawn Michaels and NXT, they are also smart. They're marketing her because they know she's going to bring eyes in. In a way, they're incorporating her into these storylines with the whole Trick and Lash kind of stuff. I feel like they could have went a little bit further, but maybe not. Again, I do not think she's going to go without taking a bump. I think she's going to take a bump at some point, you know. But I feel like a lot of people were like angry that Sexy Red was there because they're like, oh, like they may not like rap music or they may not like what she represents. I guess
she's black with a fat ass.
you know what? I was trying not to say it, but you're right. Because I keep forgetting a lot of wrestling fans just hate black people, and um,
That is true.
it, it's a reality that I try not to say a lot because it angers me, but it's the damn truth. So Sexy Red come on there doing her thing. I'm hype. I think you were hype. The crowd was having the greatest time imaginable. Booker T having too much damn fun.
Was finna get a fucking divorce. That's what that was.
That nigga was
Oh,
crazy.
he got slapped upside his goddamn
Oh,
knees when he got home.
you know what I'm saying? So everything was having fun. Everybody was having fun. And then Zoe Stark and a few of the other terrible wrestling fans were not very happy. Zoe Stark unhappy for different reasons, not for the reason I said, but she doesn't like booty cheeks. So, uh, yeah. But
Talking about some, we knew she was gonna do this the whole time. Okay, and
you said that like it was a bad thing. I was hyped. That shit was the best entrance of the year. But
she did that
but
fucking
nah,
split. Did you see the picture of Trick's face when she did the split?
yeah.
That shit was hilarious.
She did was and she's like the best thing about it is not like a Raw guest host in 2009 where like they had a celebrity come in there and not know what was going on. Sexy
She
Red has a
watches the
knowledge of
show.
wrestling. He knows what's going on. She knows what's happening. So it's like, all right, now you add her to this, and now she's not just there just to be there. I still think she's gonna take a bump. She's technically the first NXT North American Women's Champion because she is. She did hold that belt over her head, so I
That's not
think
how
she's the
that
champion.
works, but
It
continue.
is. It is. She should be on the website as the first NXT champion. Whoever wins tonight will be the second. You know,
That's the narrative they're
you
gonna spread for the rest of the
yes, she held the championship up. I thought we all understood that. As soon as she held the belt over her head, I was like, oh, okay, new champion. That was it.
She
And
was
then what's her
showing
name?
off the design of the belt.
Nah, man, nah. That was a WrestleMania outro if I've ever seen one. And the new shit, you know what I'm saying? But I think this is good. Her being there is the best thing that they could possibly do right now because it's getting people to watch the show, and she's entertaining. She's not just in there just looking around. The wrestlers they seem like they're very happy to see her, you know. So it's cool. If you mad that Sexy Red is on NXT, I advise you to just like stop being so serious all the time. Stop being racist as well, please, for the love of God.
And it's hold on, not to cut you off. And it's like reaching like other platforms. Was listening to the new Rory and Maul podcast today, and they literally mentioned Sexy Red being on NXT on
Really?
the fucking podcast. Yes.
Oh yeah, we're back. The power's back.
Like, come on, bro.
Where's my
Like,
logo? Where's my damn logo? The power's back. Shit, where
like
is it
they
at?
literally mentioned it. So
If
I'm
there's a
just
video form of this podcast, we can just put the power is back logo on the screen.
have mercy.
Because the power is the fuck back. I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah. And I think that episode dropped today because I was definitely listening to it. It had like a little blue button next to it on Spotify today. So that episode came out today. So they mentioned it. But the conversation didn't go, the way we would like for it to go. But it was like, did you guys see her on NXT? Da 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 da. She's hosting something for them. Blah 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 blah. But these are also people who don't have any knowledge of what's going on and thought that WWE just called Sexy Red and was just like, pull up. And that's not what happened. She had been tweeting about the show for fucking weeks. She sampled Shawn Michaels' goddamn theme songs for whatever song that she never put out. So,
I thought she was gonna come up to that song. I was like, oh shit.
So like it's working. It's doing something. I hate to give Dwayne his props, but he definitely said that like wrestling is like back, professional wrestling is back on top, like sports entertainment is lit again and all this other stuff. Granted, he was saying that because he was back, but that's not, it's been
Final boss.
it's been this it's been up at this top place, like on the scale, since WrestleMania 39. If you ask me, it's been on the uprise since then, and I do believe that TikTok and like social media and stuff like that has a lot to do with it, because you're constantly seeing these clips and to the Bloodline storyline as well, because those are the clips that people are mainly seeing. And then you find out, you do your research and you're like, oh, these people are like family in real life. Oh, what the fuck are they like for real fighting about? And then you get into it, and then like now you're stuck and you're here every week because you nosy. Where there's some of us who've been here since we were like fucking toddlers.
My whole life. I never left. I never took a break. I was here. The good and the bad. It's.
Well, yeah. Let's see. We talked about that. The pre-show for Battleground is on right now, because it is now 7 p.m. Which means the show does not start at 10 p.m. Nikita Lions. That is a completely different Nikita. And
two different people.
They kind of look similar. It's the eyes. So yeah. The show starts in about an hour. Let's do some fun stuff, because that's always fun to do. Oh, wait, no, we have other things to talk about too. I'm happy I did what I did. Huh?
Real quick.
What happened?
I'm saying this to the people.
Uh-oh.
Y'all better hope that this Liv Morgan storyline doesn't turn into one of the biggest stories in the company. Because then, what that means is, all of y'all narratives about Liv are completely invalid. I've been saying she can't tell a story, she has no character, she can't wrestle. She's been showing y'all she can wrestle. Hey, no, we're gonna move past that. I know what you're about to say. Okay. They've been saying she can't tell a story, she's not compelling, all of this stuff. I didn't see the timeline in a disarray. I know what I was doing on my page, on my social media page, when Liv kissed Dom. But I also know what everyone else was doing. And I was talking about Liv Morgan. And she wasn't doing no slam, no forearm, no headlock, nothing. All she did was kiss Dom. And she had Liv Morgan haters and Liv Morgan lovers all talking combined in a one big kumbaya. And the same niggas who said they would never talk about Liv in that way because she can't tell a story. It's not good and Ronda Rousey and Becky, all this stuff. Y'all said she wasn't something, and now she's in the process of showing y'all that she always has been that, and y'all niggas was stupid like I said y'all are. So, again, these are the early stages, you know what I'm saying? This is only the first kiss. Dom didn't kiss her back yet. They can go full AJ Lee and Dolph Ziggler on this shit, then what? And then when Rhea comes back, oh, God. Oh, you think it's television now. Wait till Rhea come back. She start swinging Liv by her hair. That's, oh, my God. She gonna rip Dom's arms off. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be, and guess what? Liv is still gonna be champion too. So y'all better hope this story just turns boring real fast, even though I know it's not, because why would it? But I can't wait for every Liv Morgan hater to completely eat their words. In the same way that you asked for apologies for the disrespect of your bloodline takes, I would like all of my apologies in the mail, MLA format. 12 point. What's the 12?
12-point font.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Times New Roman.
Yeah, 12-point font. That's what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, I think of the words point font. Yeah, hook my shit up. Make my shit straight, bitch ass nigga.
That's crazy. So I would like to direct you to the screen share.
Oh, me? Okay.
Mm-hmm. You brought up Rhea Ripley.
Yes.
Stop listening to Dave Meltzer, please, for the love of Christ.
Yeah. Where's my
All
air
right.
horn? Yeah.
Did you press the button?
Oh wait.
Here's the.
There we go. Yeah. Do it again. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
Stop listening to Dave Meltzer.
Don DeMarco. What is you talking about?
So,
You good?
Dave Meltzer is still online on his blog spreading misinformation and just saying shit just to be saying it, right?
Okay, I'm done.
So, here's what he recently reported. As far as things stand, Rhea Ripley won't be back for SummerSlam. It says that Rhea is rehabbing her shoulder instead of having surgery. Right now, she is not scheduled back for SummerSlam, but we were also told if she heals up faster than expected, or if the storyline changes where they need her for an appearance, it's possible. If rehab can't mend the shoulder enough, she could need surgery. Who the fuck is telling you this shit?
Sources.
What sources?
I don't know. I don't know what the sources are, but that's all I hear is sources. Source. I don't know nothing about Source. Source magazine. Source awards. I don't know nothing about. That's the only source I know.
Triple H told me at Backlash to stop listening to dirt sheets. So I'm going to listen to the man that lives 3 hours away from me.
Or the man who's literally writing this stuff.
You know?
And he has to know what's going on. I think dirt sheets have to just stop. I think we should have 1 year of wrestling or there's no dirt sheet stuff. Just one. And see how much better we know. Like, all the contract stuff, for real, don't want to know. It's cool to talk about. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about that at some point today. If we have 1 year straight of just no dirt sheets, man.
I also feel like I liked the wrestling community better when I wasn't seeing dirt sheets on my timeline. Sorry, that's just how I feel.
Oh.
And I feel like there are certain platforms that put things out there that give certain wrestling fans this I know it all type of thing because they are paying for this information to then regurgitate it back to like their people, like their community, their friend groups and stuff like that, and make themselves seem like, you know, they're sitting at the table while these scripts are being written. And that, to me, is fucking corny. So, again, liked it 100% better when I had, like, 0 to no dirt sheets on my fucking timeline. Because now it seems like every other day it's a story. I seen something today that said, such and such must be coming to the WWE soon because they just had their last match in New Japan. They must be coming to WWE, or you think they're on their way to WWE? Because must be and I think they could be are two different things. Don't sit on the timeline and type things out knowing that you are one of the pages that people go to for news. And you're just saying shit because it came across your fucking brain. It's not, I have a theory that so-and-so is going to WWE to join the Bloodline storyline. It's, they must be because they just had their last match in New Japan. What? Just like y'all all thought that Okada was coming to NXT and he ended his ass right up on Wednesdays, right? All y'all sources told y'all he was going to NXT. Okay. So that
I had a video about that too.
Got that ran out the way because that was really making my ass itch.
I remember making a video about that too, and I'm like, this don't sound right, but I'm gonna let it rock. I can't imagine bro NXT. I really can't. I definitely don't think this is. But I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna have the conversation with y'all. But yeah, man, yeah, you know, it's all about engaging. You gotta engage, you know. But it's just at some point, I'm not even going to talk about the people who get the dirt sheet reports and then report it as if they report it because
Hello.
get your money, get your money how you get it, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I don't
You
care.
breaking
But
news niggas will perish.
I see, I'm not gonna say it like that. That's a little too aggressive for my taste. I don't really give a damn that much. If you're being completely honest with you, I'm more so talking about the source of this stuff. And the source is the Dave Meltzers of the world. I don't know why in the world no one has told me yet why I'm supposed to care about what this man says. Like, oh, here's inside sources in the company. Okay, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are in my phone right now that if they wanted to call a wrestler, they could call them and they would pick up. And some people that I'm not even talking about even big creators. I'm talking about niggas that I know they just regular old people, but they know wrestlers as well. They could go in there and say, "Oh, I have sources too." So what am I supposed? Why is Dave Meltzer supposed to be the greatest? And even if one of y'all gives me a legitimate reason, that's cool. I'm still not listening to this man. You know, my favorite part of wrestling when I was a kid. When Edge came back, the day that fucking Kobe died, I had no idea Edge was coming back. He just ran out, and I started crying.
You think you
When Jeff
did.
and Matt came back at WrestleMania, I had no idea Jeff and Matt were coming back. I just jumped out of my damn house. All this stuff used to be cool when we didn't know, and now, it, and I was remember the Rumble and how disappointed. Well, I was disappointed, but I have to blame myself for that because the only thing I was doing was looking at all the reports. Oh, so and so was caught in Florida. I think I was in Florida. Oh, so and so was caught in Florida, so they got to be showing up at the Rumble.
Yeah,
I wanted Mercedes to
Mercedes
show up
had
so
her
bad.
ass all over the place of being every which where but WWE after everyone was like, oh, she's in talks with both companies. Oh, her deal with AEW is off the table. She's going to come with WWE. Oh, wait, no. AEW is going to pay more. So that's where she's going to go. Like, it was too fucking much.
I was a part of it too. I ain't gonna lie. I was right in the midst of it because I love her, so I was right there. But after a time, I'm like, wait a minute, I have to stop. And I think all of us as wrestling fans, we all fall victim to it, some more than others. I fall victim to it a lot. So I'm not saying this in the sense of like y'all, and then say I do the same thing. I do the exact same thing, but I'm trying my best to make the conscious decisions to like stop, because wrestling was a lot more fun when I had no idea what was happening. If there was a short amount of time where I was on that nut ass ringside news because I wanted to know what the card was for like each of the shows. And ringside news, I didn't even know how bad of a source that was, or how some people just don't like it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to call them a trash source because I personally don't know, but some people have told me to stop listening to ringside news. It, it, so I don't know, but it's just I would like a year of no dirt sheets. I really would, just so I can have 1 year of like things happening on wrestling and me have no knowledge of it happening until it's happening in front of my eyes, and just see how we do from that. Just a little bit, just a little bit.
Um, so with all of that being said, we are here because we're having this conversation because of the last story, and then reports of Ricochet leaving the WWE came out yesterday as well. Um, it was sourced from PW Insider that at the end of his contract in the summertime, um, he said he will not be returning to the WWE. Um, and then it turned into people being like, well, if he leaves, is Samantha leaving too? Now, I'm talking to black people real quick. I want y'all
Okay.
to come here. Black women, especially, come here. Didn't y'all mamas tell y'all never to follow behind a man for anything? Why would that woman leave her good paying job where she is loved and have amazing fans to go follow behind a bald man? There's still going to be a couple regardless if he works in the company or not. They are engaged and are about to be married at some point this year. You think because he's leaving the company, she's just going to up and leave too? Did Jimmy leave when Trinity walked out? Did Charlotte leave when Andrade left? Did Rhea leave when Buddy left? Did Zelina leave when Malachi left? Be fucking y'all are so oh my god, y'all are so stupid. Like I just don't, like I can list a bunch of couples that are in different promotions that were once working under the same company. Samantha Irvin ain't going no fucking where. She is not running behind Trevor. The fuck is wrong with y'all? The fuck?
I missed the days where we didn't know that the wrestlers were dating.
Hello.
That too. That too. I hate that too because like, bro, why y'all? I asked y'all about a storyline and you tell me about who they married to. I don't give a fuck. I don't. Why you tell me who they kissing? I don't care who they kissing. I care about what they doing from the hours of 8 to 11. And on Fridays, 8 to 10. And on Tuesdays, 8 to 10. If I'm watching Dynamite, on from 8 to 10. I do not. I really don't. You know, as long as they're healthy, you know, and not like wilding or something like that. That's all I care about. I don't care about who they laid up with. I don't. If it comes into a storyline, then I'll speak about it. But I promise you, I missed the days where we had no idea who these wrestlers were dating because all of it, just all of it connected. I hate it. I don't want to know. I don't care. Maybe I'm in the minority in that one. I don't care about as long as the wrestlers are healthy and they're having a good time. That's what I care about. I do not care about who they're kissing. I promise. Kiss whoever you want to. It does not matter to me as long as you're being a healthy, successful superstar. That's what I care about. To be honest with you.
So, Fightful posted Ricochet is very likely leaving WWE, and the company is preparing as if he is. Fightful reported recently Ricochet's deal was winding down, and there was heavy interest in outside companies globally. On June 8th, PW Insider reported that Ricochet gave his notice to the company. While we can't specifically confirm, we're told within WWE that it is a high likelihood that Ricochet leaves the company and they expect him to land in AEW. Now, everyone knows that when you leave the WWE, you have a 90-day no contest in your contract, which is crazy. That's the same thing. Which is fucking crazy to me. Because how you just gonna lock people down like that? You're like, what are y'all doing?
Nah. Don't be doing no flips. 3 months. You sit there and think about yourself. Didn't you?
And then if they copyrighted your name, you got to come up with some whole other shit before you go somewhere the fuck else.
I wonder if he owns that name. I think someone told me yesterday he does. I don't know. He can just go back being Prince Puma or some shit. He'll be just fine.
So it also says here that we're told that creative measures have already been taken to write off Ricochet in the event that he does leave. Part of that was him dropping the Speed Championship to Andrade. However, we're told by sources in WWE Creative that there are already other pitches on the table to write him off TV if need be. We were told that among those includes the creative plan pitched for Raw that would see Braun Breaker take Ricochet out, as with all creative plans, they can and often are changed. There's another piece of this article. Jesus, why did this get big? Did you
Oh,
see that?
yeah. Did you press Zoom? Damn.
It's just how the screenshot was taken. Okay, it says AEW staff and talent backstage this past week were talking about the possibilities of Ricochet joining the company. We haven't heard that there have been official talks of any sort. Ricochet is still under contract with WWE, and we're told that nothing is an impossibility. But as of Friday, all indications were that he decided to leave the company. Um, they were also told that New Japan is also interested in Ricochet, and yeah, if he wants to go bounce off of things in New Japan, I am not against it at all. I'm here for it.
About Tony Khan.
There you go, because I was about to press it.
Well, damn. All right. Hey, hey,
The
real quick.
reason why I'm against him going over to Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays is like the blood aspect of it. I don't want to see Ricochet covered in blood. I don't.
Oh, that's gonna be the least of your concerns.
He's prone to concussions. Why would I want him in AEW?
Yeah. Tony has a hard time telling the wrestlers to not do a move real quick because this may hurt you really bad, sir.
Like I fully watched this man bounce his head off of the floor like a basketball a month ago and was scared for his entire life. You think I want to see him over in AEW where they just do shit for fun? They crack their skulls open for fucking fun over there? We were just talking about how 2 minutes into that match with Malachi and fucking and Edge that they were bleeding. Like we blinked and there was blood. No, I don't
Every
want him
John
over
Moxley
there.
match.
Well, Mox's been doing that forever. That's
But
all I
that
want.
should be bleeding every week on Wednesdays is crazy. I just think at some point,
Like, please.
it's 9:15. Like, what the fuck? Like, look, as soon I really do expect him to go there because apparently as soon as you leave WWE, there's only one place you can go. That has to be Tony Khan. So I mean, but Tony Khan's gonna give him like $14 billion, and then he's going to run every dream match that well, quote unquote dream matches because I don't know, but um
I'll
oh my god,
scream. I'll scream.
that's freaking
I'll
crazy. That's
scream.
crazy.
I'll
That's crazy.
scream. I'll
That's
scream.
crazy.
Oh, I'll scream.
That's
Let
crazy.
Joe Hendry pop up on my TV on a Tuesday.
That's crazy. You gonna show up tonight?
You watch your tongue.
Say if I say his name, he's gonna appear. But nah, him going to AEW just freaks me the hell out because they're gonna run all the matches that people want to see. You're gonna do an Adam Cole rematch. You're gonna do a Will Ospreay rematch. There's gonna be some people over there like Ray Phoenix and I don't know if Dante Martin's still in AEW, but him too. You're gonna have a lot of flippy matches, because Ricochet is an extremely talented man. But I'm not worried about the first 3 months that they're probably going to give him a championship because when Tony Khan signs a WWE superstar, he gives them a title very quickly, and he shows them, hey, everything is great here because now you are champion. You are champion here now, and everything is better in AEW because you have belts. You have this belt right here.
Not you.
Now let's smile. Because they're doing it with Mercedes, but that's for a different day.
Do you
Ricochet.
Do you see Ricky Stark coming over to WWE?
At some point.
Because Tony
because
on Twitter talking about some, oh, I wish we could, like, we'd see him more. Bitch, you have the power to do such. Do it.
yeah, I was like, you can't do it. Like, yeah, I wish I could tell my employee to come into work. Come, what kind of sense does that make? I've never had a boss that called me and was like, yeah, hey, Laf, I wish you could come into work. Nah, they're probably just going to say come into work. They're probably not going to say, hey, I wish. What do you mean you wish? No, he wishes.
He wants out of that contract and he refuses to do it. That's holding someone hostage. Ricky, get a lawyer.
Well, that's just because AEW signed you to LeBron James level contracts for 7. Adam Cole signed for like the rest of his life. I never heard of a wrestler being signed for 7. Maybe they are. I just didn't know they were doing that until I heard Adam Cole's deal. I was like, damn, he signed for a very long time.
Like 5 years. Like I know WWE does anything between anywhere between 3 to 5 years. That's okay. 7?
Maybe there are superstars that sound like that. I just didn't know until I heard it from Adam Cole, from Adam Cole's side. So that was news to me when it happened. But I just don't want Ricochet to become an afterthought 3 months later. It's going to be cool for the first month. Oh my God, Ricochet showed up at Full Gear or something like that. And then over time, it's going to turn into an Andrade situation.
Yeah.
Where he's there, he makes a spark, and then the narrative changes. Mercedes, she has the championship right now. Again, I love her to death. Never will say a bad word about that woman. You go into the AEW comment section, they are not happy with her. And she only had one match, and she won it. So, I mean, hey, I know that the internet audience is a lot different than their own.
She had to.
What are you talking about?
She had another match. She had a match with the girl that attacked her last Wednesday.
Oh, damn. I totally forgot about it. Did she dead ass have that match?
Yeah.
I didn't watch Dynamite. That's probably why I know none of that happening. See, I'll be watching Dynamite like that, y'all. I'm sorry. But it's... I don't want the narratives around these superstars to change due to poor booking. Mm-hmm. And Tony Khan is very good at like making them look like a superstar when they come out, and then 4 or 5 months later, we're like, "Hey, you remember Ricochet? Where you been?" Oh nah, he's just at home. Oh nah, he's having a few matches on Collision, but no one really cares. So he turns into Andrade. He turns into Saraya. He turns into fucking Buddy Matthews or Malachi Black, who had to work his hardest in every 6-man tag ever to get a one-on-one match. He turns into one of these people who's there. We're given these huge words of praise. Hey, here in AEW, we're going to treat you better than Triple H. And then 6-7 months later, nowhere to be found. Ricochet doesn't deserve that. No superstar does. But since Ricochet is the main one right now, he don't deserve that. I think he goes somewhere like TNA, where they have a division that is specified for people of his talent, the X division. He'll do great. They probably won't pay him as much. He probably won't get as much people seeing him. But it'll be the correct thing to do, because that's what Ali is doing. Ali's in TNA, and he's revitalizing his character.
He's everywhere.
I need people to start realizing there are more companies in this world besides WWE and AEW. There's so much more, and New Japan, because New Japan is like becoming the third one. There's more companies, and there's more ways for these superstars to leave the companies they were at, revitalize their characters, and then come back and show the company they were just employed at, hey, you were wrong about me. You said I couldn't talk on the mic. Now I'm here. You said I couldn't do this. Now I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying? And Cody Rhodes did it the best way. He's the example every time. So people can't tell me it can't be done, because Cody Rhodes did it. He went from Stardust to being the fucking undisputed champion right now. So you can't tell me it's impossible. But I hope he goes somewhere, even like another like an independent company. I just hope he goes somewhere that's not going to treat him like the greatest thing in the world for 3 months and then throw him to the side, because Tony Khan is always looking out the window instead of looking at the things that are already in his house.
How long is Mercedes' contract for?
That's a very good question. I don't know. I think it's about 3 or 4 years, but I never cared because she already her
Yeah, that's
one
what
of
that's what I
her
was asking because she's gonna make her return immediately.
yeah her first she was it was that was before big business. I think she was like, yeah, nah, I'm coming back soon. I was like, oh, okay, okay, at least we know that. She said that before she even stepped foot on AEW soil. She's like, oh yeah, I'll be back soon. Oh, okay. And then that's the day when I had the epiphany. I was like, I understand what she's doing here now, and I'm perfectly fine with it. I was mad before, but once she said that, I was like, I understand what the purpose is now. She wants to prove everyone wrong. She wants to make that money. You know, Tony Khan gave her the moon, the stars, and the mountains, and then you come back if you want, and then she's gonna be rich, plus have more championships, plus have hopefully even become even better of a wrestler than she already is. You know, so it is what it is. But Ricochet to TNA, please, please. That's all I ask.
Um, it's game time.
Uh oh.
So there is something on your screen. Okay, there's nothing there that I need. Um, it says in each row, select one of your favorite WWE women wrestlers. The first row, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Tiffany Stratton. The second row is Io Sky, Nia Jax, Naomi. And then the last row is Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, and Roxanne Perez. So, the way that I'm going to do this list, I'm going to go up and down instead of going across because you're not going to get me. Um,
Oh, boo! It says rows and you doing columns. I learned that in math class, ma'am. That's not the same. It's not what it said.
Because it's not fair.
You don't want to pick
So,
between Nia and Naomi, do you?
exactly. See, you know me so
Oh,
well, you
oh,
know?
brother.
So,
You know what? No, no, fuck that. That's facts. I'm gonna pick between Bianca, Liv, and Tiffany. It's kind of I ain't gonna lie. It's definitely between Liv and Bianca right now. But I'm not picking between them two. So we're gonna keep on going.
so I'm gonna go with one half of the women's tag team champions. Um, I guess I should play fair, huh? Should I play fair?
Hey, it's your game.
Feel the glow. And
Mm,
huh?
I see no.
And mommy's always on top. So yeah. How about you?
Well, you just did the rose, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. Fuck. It's between Bianca and Liv. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to. This is the hardest decision I've ever made in my. I'm gonna pick Bianca.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm going to pick Naomi. And as much as I love Alexa Bliss and Roxanne's cool too, Rhea Ripley, I'm going to pick her. Absolutely. That's yeah.
Now that the hard part's out the way.
I think so. I mean, what is this?
Your
Oh no.
birthday month is taking you on vacation for a week. It says holiday. Apparently, this person is British because that's what they say over there. Um, where are you going, and are you guys having a good time? I'm gonna make this bigger. Um, not gonna hold you. My birthday's in July. We discussed this before. I got Willow Nightingale. Listen here. That happy-go-lucky woman. We're going to Disneyland. We're going to California Adventures, and we're gonna have an amazing time. I just think that would be great. You know. What about you?
You know me, I got November. You know what I'm saying? And I just saw your face. I got November, and November is Samantha Irvin. Ricochet, can you fight? No, I'm playing. Uh,
That's funny.
I am very happy that Samantha Irving is in the November month. Um, I would love to speak to her about her singing career because I didn't know that she was a singer until a few months ago, and I would love to speak to her about that. I think that would be something that if I were to have a conversation with her, that's something that I definitely would um ask. And yeah,
Where are you going?
shit. Uh, I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I have like four different things I wanted to say. I'm not going to say any of them,
That's crazy.
but but not. I really don't know. I have no idea where we would go. I really don't know. I really don't know.
Do you see the comment from 50 million do?
Yeah.
That's
See, I
wild.
wasn't gonna say nothing like that.
That's wild.
I wasn't gonna say nothing like that.
um,
We'll keep it respectful.
Bailey says she's sitting front row tonight.
Oh, good.
The fuck
That's
is
cool.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah, she says she would like to sit front row tonight. She got a cold, so she's not going to be there. Never mind.
Oh, never mind. There it is.
Boo! She's going to be live tweeting, so that's going to be awesome. Why did y'all bring this back up? That's going to be
Oh, I
awesome
thought
to.
Mercedes was gonna be there.
Nah, that was from when she debuted in AEW, and they fucking masked up to be in the crowd.
Damn, son.
Tamina, Naomi, and her Fashion Nova, and Big Pam can tell Bailey from behind, so she's not really, you know. Um, she did say what the fuck. Yeah, I thought I was tripping on Friday. She definitely said that. I'm glad other people saw it as well. If Joe Hendry does become the next talent to show up on NXT, it's actually going to be insane. That place is going to fucking set on fire.
Oh, man.
You saw that, right? He's wildin'.
Yeah.
Talking about some not as fun as it would have been 30 years ago. Nah, you're wildin', Mr. Sexy Boy. Sit your ass down.
So I gotta calm down.
They aren't main eventing. Y'all, I could have told y'all that Trick
Yeah,
Williams is the okay.
I thought we understood that.
uh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that Mania documentary. They're gonna prolong that for the rest of the. They'll
So
try
what they're
to,
saying with that is that they're waiting on Rock's approval on something, and he's somewhere with a wig on in a boxing ring filming a movie. So we're not gonna probably see that until he's available to speak.
they're having a hard time trying to realize that hey, we didn't call this. They're gonna try to paint it as if we always knew this was gonna happen. When The Rock's writer already said that Cody was not supposed to look like someone just ran over his dog when The Rock said he's
Yeah,
gonna
he
take
was
his
supposed
mask.
to like cheer that shit on and just get off. No, he realized that his moment was being taken away from him. Like right then and there, he was about to disappoint a fuck ton of people, and he got sad. Like
Yeah.
I don't understand
Human emotion.
what you know. All right, let me run through this card real quick. I have Trick winning. I have Axiom and Nathan retaining. Roxanne gonna get the dog shit beat out of her, but she's retaining. I kind of want Shayna to win. Not going that's not even to be funny. Give Wes his
Oh,
title back.
oh.
And Lash Legend will be our first women's North American champion.
Second.
All right, guys, this is where we end the show before I say bad words to Laf
Oh,
because he
whoa!
thinks he's so fucking funny.
Why you going curse at me?
I
I
don't
didn't even
like the
do
way that
nothing.
this is set up. They could have really just had them
Huh?
inside of
Be
the
really red in
thing.
there.
Like this looks like a house show.
I mean,
It looks like they're about to have a pay-per-view inside of the performance center. That's what this looks like.
I'm gonna wait until we see it,
It's
like
gonna look big on
video.
TV.
Yeah,
It's gonna look big on TV.
I feel like this picture looks kind of crazy. So I'm kind of worried at the moment, but I don't think. I mean,
Look at
I
her.
don't know.
Oh, her hair red. God bless her.
You're gonna
Yes.
catch a beat now.
Sorry. Um, Jordan looks great. Told you she had that damn outfit on. I would
Wow.
repurpose that shit every year too. Shit, fuck y'all talking about. I know gear costs a lot. I would wear my shit every chance that I get. Today was the Puerto Rican Day Parade in New York City. Damian Priest and Zelina Vega were present. And Zelina wore her Backlash 2023 gear with the Puerto Rican flag on it. So that's what I was just discussing for that brief second. Damian Priest just had on a regular white t-shirt because why the fuck am I getting dressed, you know?
That's crazy.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna be watching in a second. I guess that's it for us. That's crazy. Do you have anything else that you would like to say to the people?
Um, I hope like 5 people from TNA show up tonight and just hijack the show. But even if
Who
they
would you like
don't,
those
it's
5 people
tonight.
to be?
I don't know. I don't know. I hope it's people that I'm not even thinking of. I think that makes it a lot more exciting. But I do hope one of them is Joe Hendry. I will say that. Um, and yeah, Battleground. This is going to be a really, really, really good show. Possibly better than King of the Ring.
I'm kind of excited that we didn't see the last of a TNA and WWE crossover after the Rumble. I think that this took everyone by shock because no one saw it coming, not even the dirt sheets. Thank you, Jesus. Y'all sources kept their mouths shut for once. But I'm happy that we are getting this because they said that we were going to get more TNA WWE, and then it went silent for 5 whole ass months, and now here we are. So that's kind of cool. I fuck with that.
Yeah.
So we'll talk to you guys next week. Laf, where can they find you?
I'm at Popeyes. You know what I'm saying? At
That's not
you mean fine? Okay, I'm a
your
fault.
socials.
Laf not famous everywhere.
Spell it.
LAFNOTFAMOUS, all lowercase.
Okay. And as for me, you can find me on all social media platforms at Lysha Maurice X3, except for Instagram, that is Blue Rebel X3. You can listen to this podcast everywhere that podcasts are, I guess, published. So that means Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeart Radio, and Amazon Radio is the 4 that I know of for sure that we're on.
Down that piff.
That Piff is not a website at the moment. It's just an
Spinnerella.
archive. No.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where you can find us at. We don't have any social media pages for this. I don't feel like making any, so we probably won't have any. We're just gonna promote it to hell until you guys figure it the fuck out. But that is it. In the words of former co-host Maya, yeet.
Bye.